Water is everywhere. 71% of the Earth's surface is covered in water, but only 3% of all H2O on the planet is fresh water, 2/3 of which are locked up in the polar ice caps. The Great Lakes make up 20% of all the fresh water available to us. And lucky for us here in Milwaukee, we have 4 major sources of this invaluable resource surrounding us. Every year, the Milwaukee Riverkeeper tests the rivers and gives a grade based on their health. They look at the pH level, temperature, bacteria, invasive species, and the amounts of chemicals such as phosphorus and chloride in the water. According to the latest report card available, the Milwaukee River received a D+, and both the Menominee and Kinnickinnic rivers received a D-. Milwaukee has the potential to be the freshwater capital of the world. We need to do better. My name is Nathaniel Schardin, and I made it my goal to be a part of the solution. Indigo Roots is the first part of my answer to this problem. The Milwaukee area has a rich history and ancient relationship with its freshwater ecosystems that date back to long before European settlers came to the land. Over the years, our attempts at trying to domesticate water has altered the landscape, polluted the water, and fractured our relationship with the natural ecosystems. It is Indigo Roots' mission to restore the ecosystems to optimal health and make Milwaukee the leader of freshwater stewardship. To figure out the best way to achieve this goal, I consulted some of the leading freshwater experts in the state. All of them agreed that green infrastructure was an unparalleled means for residents of Milwaukee to make a difference in the health of the rivers and the lake. One of the easiest and low maintenance forms of green infrastructure are rain gardens. As rain washes over asphalt roads, concrete buildings, and suburban lawns, it picks up contaminants such as motor oil, pesticides, and even bacteria from fertilizers, all of which make their way to the rivers and lake. Rain gardens are strategically planted in a place where they can gather as much rainwater as possible, and they utilize native plant life with deep roots, thirsty for the nutrients and ready to filter out the contaminants present in the rainwater. As the climate warms, more intense rainbursts are starting to flood wet areas such as Milwaukee. Rain gardens also act as reservoirs that stop too much water from overwhelming the aging sewage infrastructure, preventing the need to dump untreated sewage into the lake. Ultimately, our vision is to install rain gardens in as many yards as possible, but our target market consists of these 3 personas: the young activist, the outdoor enthusiast, and the seasoned gardener. In order to generate awareness for and encourage the planting of rain gardens, Indigo Roots will offer classes on how to plant and maintain a rain garden. We also offer landscaping services where we will come to a home and plant the garden ourselves for people that are either unable to do it or simply want a rain garden but don't necessarily have the desire or the time to plant it on their own. Most importantly, Indigo Roots will sell the native plant life needed to make the most effective and efficient rain garden based on each customer's location. It was at this point that I hit an unexpected bump in the road: the dark side of gardening, plastic packaging. 350 million pounds, enough to fill 2 baseball stadiums, of plastic trays and pots are generated in the US alone every year. The majority of these plastics are non-recyclable, and it takes an estimated 450 years for single-use plastics such as these to biodegrade in a landfill. Ironically, this means the plastic packaging in which the plants come in cancel out many of the environmental benefits the plants provide. So Indigo Roots developed a new form of plant packaging. Indigo Roots' compostable plant packaging was designed to leave little to no carbon footprint. It's made of recycled, biodegradable material and was printed using the latest in algae-based ink technology, making it safe for your compost heap. This means after the package has served its primary purpose, it can be a part of the fertilization of your plants, helping them grow stronger. The packaging was designed to be multifunctional with two modes of use. The first is the display mode. This setup allows the plant to get sunlight and gives potential customers the ability to see the plant for themselves when out for purchase. The second mode is the transportation mode. The flaps on the side fold up and clasp together at the top in order to protect the fragile plant inside and make it easy to transport. In this mode, a plant can also be saved shippably in the mail. Right now, Indigo Roots plans to be the sole distributor of native plants we sell. In addition to a central location in the Harbor District of Milwaukee, Indigo Roots will set up at farmers markets to sell plants and educate the public about green infrastructure. As we continue to grow and the demand for native plant life increases, we will partner up with local plant nurseries that wish to sell our products themselves. Over the course of the semester, I was lucky enough to be surrounded by people that helped make this project possible, pandemic aside. I virtually worked alongside knowledgeable people that could provide constructive and crucial feedback on what they would like to see in a company such as Indigo Roots. The need to reconnect with nature is ever present, and it's because of people like yourselves that encourage innovation that allows Indigo Roots to take the first step in healing our relationship with freshwater ecosystems. Scientists alone cannot save the world. We must plant our roots deep to weather the storm that is climate change and the declining health of our fresh water, because only an anchored arbor can create a healthy harbor. Thank you.